Have you ever stopped doing something you loved just because someone laughed at you? This story is about a peacock whose silence was louder than his dance, and a blind deer who saw more than eyes ever could. In a peaceful forest full of colors and music, lived a young peacock. Every morning, as the sun rose and kissed the leaves with gold, the peacock would spread his bright feathers and dance with joy. Animals from all over the forest gathered to watch. His feathers were like a painting, blues and greens swirling like a dream. And when he moved, it was as if the wind itself was dancing. He didn't dance to impress. He danced because his heart felt full. One morning, as he finished a beautiful spin, a group of monkeys sitting in a tree started to laugh. "Look at him, spinning like he's in a circus," one shouted. "Why does he always show off?" Another mocked. The peacock paused. His heart, which once felt like music, now felt heavy. That night, he didn't sleep. He kept hearing their word again and again. The next morning, the sun rose as always, but the peacock did not dance. The animals waited, but he stayed hidden in the bushes. Day after day passed. The forest felt less bright. The butterflies didn't swirl like before. The breeze didn't sing. The magic was missing, all because one heart had closed itself. One afternoon, an old blind deer slowly walked through the forest. He had heard stories about the peacock's dance, but had never seen it. He asked a rabbit nearby, "Where is the dancing peacock?" The rabbit looked down. "He doesn't dance anymore." The monkeys laughed at him, so he stopped. The deer nodded slowly and asked to be taken to the peacock. They found him sitting quietly near the pond, staring at his reflection. The deer sat beside him. "You must be the peacock everyone talks about," said the deer gently. The peacock looked away. "Not anymore." The deer smiled. "You know I have never seen you, but I've felt your dance, through the way the forest would hum, through the way birds would sing after watching you." The peacock stayed silent, and now everything feels silent, like something precious is missing. Tears filled the peacock's eyes. "But they laughed at me, said I was showing off. Maybe I should stop." The deer placed a kind hoof on his wing. "My dear, some people laugh, not because you're doing wrong, but because they've forgotten how to feel joy. If you stop dancing because of their words, the world loses something beautiful. I may be blind, but in my heart, I still see colors when I imagine your feathers." The peacock looked up. The pain in his heart slowly started to melt. That evening, as the sky turned orange and gold, a soft breeze passed through the trees. And then, the peacock stood. He took a deep breath, spread his feathers wide, and began to dance. Not for the crowd, not to be praised, but for the joy inside him, for the forest that had waited so long. The trees swayed, the flowers smiled, the river clapped its waves, even the monkey quietly watched from their trees, and the blind deer sat still, smiling as the wind whispered, "He dances again." Sometimes we stop being ourselves because someone else didn't understand our light, but your gift, your passion, your joy was never meant to please everyone. It was meant to light up your soul and inspire others who feel lost in the dark. So dance your dance, sing your song, Live your truth, because someone, somewhere, is waiting to feel your light. Until next time, stay safe